So, hello everyone. I'm glad that there is still here and hopefully awake. So, I'm not gonna waste your time, so let's get it started. Well, I'm gonna talk a bit about simulation in our world. And first of all, I have to explain some terms connected with it. Because I have met many people that confuse simulations with animations. Animations could be something like this, you know, how slide nicely move. That is simulation. It has fixed end, nothing unexpected can happen, and even though it does not predict anything, we widely use them in order to explain something or simply to demonstrate how something moves, how something works. But simulation is something completely different. It is a technique that reproduces actual events and processes under certain conditions. Development of the simulation is a highly mathematical process, and set of rules, relations, procedures have to be specified along with other variables. In robotics, the simulation means embedded application for a specific robot that could predict or simulate its behavior. I would like to stop here for a while, because maybe you can ask, why am I standing here, why I have the right to talk about simulations? It's because I developed one. I created an simulation for my extended essay, where I was searching for its efficiency. I tested it, and as you can see, it was a 2D simulation developed in processing IDE. I don't know how familiar are you with these terms, but basically it's in Java language. And now I would like to show you a bit of it. So basically, as I told you, we have to set first some variables. In this case, it is position and heading of the robot. It can be easily moved on its half. Then the heading of the robot, and then just start the game and the game proceed. Yeah. Nice, right? Now back to the presentation. You have seen how robots moved in somehow shaking directions. This was caused by the randomness in simulation. Some amount of randomness is needed for a simulation to work. It depends on nature of the simulation, what it is caused by. For example, in my case, it was the surface of the field or unexpected reactions of the motors. However, including this randomness, we can increase the efficiency and precision of the simulation. Now, that was my personal experience with simulations. And how about you? What is your experience with simulations? Just think about it for a few seconds. It's not really hard. The weather forecasting. I know this is some kind of typhoon, but for the explanation, it's really good. You rely on predictions of what the weather will be like tomorrow. It gives you a clue on how to dress, or if you should take an umbrella or not. But simulations are not just about weather. You can find them everywhere. How many of you have driving license? You probably experienced driving simulator. It basically gives you an idea of how real traffic works, even though it's not perfect, but it can help you. However, there are also simulations in other areas, science of life. For example, in engineering. Today we live in an age where we build kilometer-tall skyscrapers or we build artificial islands. These all projects needed some simulation in order to evaluate whether it can work or not. I mean, the wind in the height of 800 meters can really affect the statics of the building. Or, for example, flow of water was simulated during building an artificial island in Dubai, the palm ones or the rolled one, because it gives us a clue whether the fishes and marine life can survive there, whether the flow of water is enough, is sufficient. But what is their future? To be honest, I don't know exact answer because there is not something like that. You can't find the definition of what's the future of simulation. But I can tell you this, simulation, even today, affect our future, as it is with weather forecasting, with the simulation of flow of water. But there are other areas where we can develop more and more simulation and actually help ourselves. The one that actually really interested me, and as I saw it, I was amazed, was this one. We can actually simulate the reactions of human body, and new doctors, or possible doctors, can try how they work. Because I don't know how about you, but I wouldn't go to surgery to a doctor that tell me it's his first surgery. I mean, it's insane. How can they get some experience? How? The simulation is the way how to do it. Now we live in this crazy age where everything can change in seconds. I believe that technological developments, advances, can help us in the use of these simulations and make our life easier, better, and more viable to live. Thank you for your attention.